Welcome to OctoberFest. Won't you join us?
Ready?
I think you've already pushed the button.
I
so
did.
it doesn't
Welcome
matter.
back. Here we go. Welcome back to the Project Gen X podcast. I am one of your hosts, Alan Smith, along with,
I'm the other guy, Big Dave.
and along with us is,
Ariel.
I got
Yes.
it that time. So
Finally got the
we are
timing.
finally right in. We're in OctoberFest. I am so happy to be in this time of year.
OctoberFest.
Yes, and as we said on our previous episode, we are going to be covering the Evil Dead franchise, and so we are going to start with the 1981 movie, The Evil Dead, starring Sam Raimi and who? I don't have my IMDb. Do you know, Dave? You're supposed to know all this stuff.
I've got it. Hold on. Let me.
I know I'm showing off. I've got my Evil Dead.
So
That's nice.
Steel book here that I got
It's-
back earlier this year. I went into one of the Great Escape over on Charlotte, and somebody apparently had brought in their entire horror collection, and there was a whole bunch of steel. I got this one. I got the Fog. I got a whole bunch of them. I'm just like, all right, cool. I'll go ahead and pick them up.
So basically, you've got Bruce Campbell as Ash Williams.
Yes.
Ellen Sandweiss as Cheryl Williams,
His sister.
Richard Domenicore as Scott,
Great Scott.
and Betsy Baker as Linda.
His girlfriend? Or not yet?
Yes, that's
Yes.
the girlfriend, and Theresa Tilly as Sarah York as Shelley. So, and it's Sam Raimi. Jam.
Yes. You left out.
he's also the local fisherman and the voice of the Evil Dead.
Well, you left out one very important character.
The necromancer.
One other very important character. Yes, the Necronomicon. But no, the 1973 Delta 88.
Oh yes,
I mean, come on. That iconic vehicle is in everything.
all the movies.
It's in every Sam Raimi movie. So
Yeah.
it's
yes, you're right.
Such a man.
Yeah.
I was like, what are we talking about?
the
Oh,
car.
okay. I'm talking about the car.
But no, seriously,
Okay.
that Sam Raimi that's Sam Raimi's car. He puts that vehicle in everything. It's in the Spider-Man movies. It's in
It's like his personal wheels. Or
It
something.
is. His
Yeah.
dad bought it brand new in 1973, and then
Represent. All
and
right.
and he has had it ever since then. And he's put it in every
Oh.
since then. Yeah,
Little
I mean,
Easter
it's
egg.
yeah,
I
it's
didn't
in
know.
it's in Evil Dead. It's in Evil Dead 2. It's in Army of Darkness. It's in Darkman. It's in.
I wonder if it's in the new one.
And the original was shot over in Morristown, Tennessee.
Yes, it was shot in Tennessee.
And they have never given the exact location of the cabin. And
Well,
the cabin is no longer there.
No, it is not. Somebody a couple of years after they filmed this, some vandals burned it to the ground.
Well, you know why?
Oh.
Because evidently the cabin was legitimately haunted
Oh,
by
I was going to assume it's
Like-
probably because some supernatural fucking conspiracy thing.
It's
Yeah.
this valley was evidently where that cabin was. The cabin was owned by what everybody referred to as a witch, and for some reason that valley always had a crap ton of electrical storms, and evidently there was an electrical storm that burnt the place down.
Nice.
I saw a thing earlier saying that it was vandals that burned it down. I was like, it was funny because earlier today on Facebook I had a one of the things that came through. I can't remember what it's now. I was just trying to find it again. I can't remember
Some
who it was.
hoodoo. That's a
But
goal
they-
in life to have
Yeah.
a location, my home be a location for a horror movie.
What is really funny is that, and we'll get into all this because, early in this movie when they're driving, and what's the other guy's name? That's in the movie, the character's name. The other guy that's in this.
Scott?
Yeah, Scott asked. He says, "Ash, where are we?" And he's like, "Well, we just came over the line in Tennessee."
Yeah.
And I remember like seeing it the first time.
And they were all students at Michigan State.
Yeah. And I remember seeing it the first time and being like, this was shot in Tennessee. Like, what? And then finding out that it was actually shot in Tennessee, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yep. It's one of the things that Tennessee is known for, especially
Now-
in the horror realm.
Now, the problem I have is that they do not they completely retcon that throughout the rest of the series.
Yeah.
It's all in Michigan.
Well,
Yeah. And I'm like, well, no. That first movie said it was in Tennessee. And
Yeah.
maybe Tennessee didn't seem spooky enough.
I don't know. It's just.
I mean, it should
I
be,
think it
though.
was more. I think it was more.
Tennessee's one of the spookiest places I've ever been.
I think it was probably more logistics of if they're from Michigan and they're staying in Michigan, then that means we haven't got to do a lot of like, oh, they're like, they're what is it, 4 or 5 states away now, type stuff. It's like they can get there because that is a thing that like when I was watching Ash versus the Evil Dead, whenever they go back to the cabin, they said something. He did something about that. The last time I went to that cabin, and like they basically just went up the road to the cabin, and I'm like, wait a second, I thought that was in Tennessee, and then like in watching all this stuff, I'm like, oh wait a second,
sense.
I'm like, oh, they completely retconned all of this, especially once you get into Evil Dead 2, which we'll cover that on the next episode.
Yeah,
they retcon a lot of stuff in that one. So, what was the budget on this movie? I know it was real cheap. This was a student film, was it not?
The original concept for it was a student film that.
It was a short film called Something Within or something.
Yeah, you're right at it.
Evil Within.
Within the Woods.
Within the Woods.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's a good name for a horror movie. Within the Woods. I like that. I would see that movie.
It's the first movie to be a trope for friends going to a cabin.
Really?
Yep. I Googled it earlier. Because I was wondering.
That
Because
might-
that
you know-
whole trope thing
Right,
of
of
like.
the cabin in the woods.
I've looked
yeah.
up the different movies, and
So
this
was the
is
one.
1978, so this is the earliest finding of a group of friends who go off to a cabin for a horror-related.
That would. That
'Cause-
might. That yeah. You know what? You're probably.
What
yeah.
year would have been?
I mean, the only other one that
Within
I might.
the Woods is 78.
Yes.
Right.
Evil Dead was 81.
81.
Yes.
Right. But Within the Woods was the student
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
Maybe The Hills Have Eyes.
That was
Hills-
2000s.
No.
The
The
original.
original
But
2000.
was that a cabin in the woods?
I don't think
I don't
that was a
think it was.
cabin.
No,
That
that's
was that
true.
was
The
that
Hills.
was that was
a gas station.
That was a road trip movie.
Right.
Yeah.
They stopped at a gas station,
Okay,
and then they
okay,
get picked up by
okay.
the cannibals and drug into the hills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre is not a cabin in the woods.
Nope.
It's,
It's a farmhouse.
yep, it's a farmhouse.
Yeah.
Which is my theme for Halloween this
I
year.
am not seeing a budget number.
I'm sure it was small. Especially when we're watching this, it's like, wow, this budget is small. And it's funny to like.
But so, you know what? Evil Dead is one of my favorite movies just because of how gritty it is with like
Oh, that's one way of putting it,
makeup. It's so. It's just that is my favorite kind of styling. The makeup in the movie.
the only problem I
and
really
the stop motion claymation animation stuff that they
Yep.
did, and all of them.
only problem I had with this original movie is that and I understand because they didn't have much of a budget and they're working with people who weren't really professional actors, you know,
Yeah.
to begin with, and that kind of like because that's the whole thing that Bruce Campbell has talked about. He's like, I was not an actor.
Yeah, they were
But
just
Sam wanted me.
college
Yeah, he's like,
students,
but
yeah.
Sam wanted me to be in this movie, and so that's and so that comes through. There is a. It was funny rewatching this movie because again, it's been a long time since I've seen it, and I was sitting there and about halfway through it, I was like, man, this reminds me so much of Clerks, because it's that same.
Yeah.
It's that very much that same of like, oh no, and the reason, and a lot of it had to do with the fact of like,
Okay, I finally found it.
it feels very amateur, but it's cool. Like I don't have a problem
That's
with
what
that.
I
But yeah, I
love
know. But it was
about
just like
it.
okay. But the other thing that I thought was really funny was the Necronomicon itself.
Yeah.
How it changes from the first movie through the rest of it because
Well-
it's like really. It's not very well defined in the first one. It's like, yeah, it's got some stuff on the outside that's supposed to look like a face, but it doesn't really look like a face.
Well,
and it's
they kind of deal with that in
I know,
Ash
I know,
versus Evil
I know.
Dead, because in Ash versus Evil Dead, the TV series, you see a smaller version of it that's kind of a
Right,
mock-up from the
right.
professor.
I enjoyed this movie with all the schlock because there's a
Oh.
ton of schlock in it. Of course, I'm eating these damn pumpkins now.
Ha ha ha! You've all taken control.
Temptress.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Hey, I'm the one that put them out there. So
yeah, it's
So
not my fault.
she's just the one that broke the seal.
Sorry.
Like I said, temptress.
Yes.
The original budget for this was $375,000.
That's not.
Box office was almost $30 million.
Wow.
And that's in
Good for
1980s money?
them.
All it says is box office, $29.4 million.
Well, in 1980s money, that's about 4 times that now. would be
Yeah.
the amount.
Now it got released twice.
right.
October.
I knew that it was released twice. So.
It did a special release at the Redford Theater on October 15th, and then in April 15th of '83.
She wants candy. That's why she's over there.
No.
In 1983, they re-released it again across the whole United
right.
States.
Right.
So-
I knew that it had 2 different releases.
Yeah.
And this was very much one of those movies. Watching it now,
It's so memorable.
that I could be like, man, this would have been an awesome midnight movie back in the day.
Oh,
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
just like, yeah, you made the double feature of this and Rocky Horror. You know, those would be really great together. You know, or maybe the original Last House on the Left or something like that.
yeah.
You know, that's just, and I don't know. There's something about movies from this era that they hit differently. And we've talked about this before, you know, where it just they just hit differently than some stuff that even came out just a few years after
Oh, yeah.
this. You know, it's I'm sure I sent you. I kept trying to send you the link, and you couldn't open it. I don't know if you've heard about this or not about Regal Cinemas.
What
for
about it?
October? About their 31 screams.
No.
Regal Cinemas is going to have 31 different horror movies they're showing through the month of October.
No shit.
Yes. And hold on, let me pull them up and let me tell you what they are.
Like I have time for that.
Well, let me tell you what they are because it's really cool. Like a lot of the stuff that they're bringing up
I know that I think it's Devil's Rejects.
is being because it's the 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
Let me show you here.
I can't believe it's the 20th anniversary of Devil's Rejects. Holy shit.
So
Welcome to the club. kid.
they are showing the Funhouse, Candyman,
Ooh,
Friday the 13th Part 3.
Oh, that's-
the 3D.
that's one of my first original. Oh, in the 3D.
A Nightmare on Elm Street,
Nice.
Scream,
Okay.
The Strangers, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, From Dusk Till Dawn,
Yes.
Okay.
An American Werewolf in London,
Yes.
It Part 1,
All right.
Army of Darkness,
Yes.
Sleepy Hollow,
Uh,
Silver Bullet,
to me,
Yeah.
why I don't think that's a horror movie.
Silver Bullet, Creep Show,
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Prince of Darkness, Final Destination,
Eh.
Hereditary,
Eh.
The Exorcist,
Okay.
Which one?
The Exorcist.
Director's
Original.
cut or original?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Probably original.
The Vavitch. I love it.
A24.
Demon Knight.
Okay.
Yeah. Event Horizon.
Oh.
Okay.
And here we go. The Invisible Man. The Universal Pictures.
Okay.
Which one?
The Invisible Man
The one that came
from
out
19.
recently.
No. Universal.
No.
Oh, the
Universal
original
would have been
Universal
the
mo-
original.
They're
Yeah.
showing that one, The Wolfman, Dracula,
Oh, wow.
Frankenstein,
Classics.
Creature from the Black Lagoon, and the Mummy and the Bride of Frankenstein.
So all the original Universal
they're showing
monster
all of
movies,
those. Yes,
which I own.
they're doing. I do as well. They're doing The Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are doing Halloween 3: Season of the Witch.
Yes. Ooh, that's one of my favorite installments.
And
Absolutely.
they're doing Rosemary's Baby.
Eh.
But also, there are other movies that are not included in this 31 days, like official that they're
Yeah.
doing. Like they're doing The Devil's Rejects,
Yep.
and I can't remember the rest of them now. But I do remember. I was like, okay, this is going to be a good October if you want to go see some of these movies in theaters. And there were several of those in there. I was like, I want to see that. Like Seven is going back into theaters because it's the 30th anniversary.
Oh, that'll be really nice.
And what's in the box? I know, and so that's what's in the box. even though that's not an official, like one of this
Yeah,
31,
yeah.
it's this October.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think that's in 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. So
No
it's like, yeah.
shit.
See-
So it's one of those things where I'm just like, oh, there are so many of these movies that I would love to see in theaters
Fifth
again.
grade, you're invited over to a sleepover, and you go to the movie store.
Blockbuster.
And on Betamax.
Actually, this would have been before Blockbuster. This
No.
would have been like just your neighborhood.
Yeah, our
Dang.
our
Yeah.
video store was a huge IGA grocery store that
Yep.
had a video store over in one corner.
Yep.
And because the VHS Betamax war was still on, they had all the selections in both.
Yeah.
The Betamax was in a locked room that you had
Oh.
to ask because it is more
They
expensive.
were more expensive.
And my buddy, his dad had a Betamax, and we went in there, and somehow in the 5th grade, we talked him into renting both Creepshow and Friday the 13th, Part 3. And those were my first 2 horror movies in the 5th grade.
I miss renting videos.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's a lost art.
It's an experience that a lot of the...
Well, I know we're getting off subject here, but it's one of those things that I'll remind me to show you, like when we walk by, like after we finished recording, to show you. I just had to build a media cabinet, basically,
Oh.
because I couldn't find anything that I would prefer on my Blu-rays and 4K. And so it was one of those things where I'm like, what am I going to do here? And so I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just build one. This stuff I've done for my entire life is, building stuff. So I went and bought it and did everything. I'm going to have to build another one before it's over because I'm already like, you've got to be kidding me. I've already got this thing over.
Trust me, I have 3
yeah, it
cabinets full, like
Here's-
armoire
Yeah,
cabinets.
I know.
Here's
full.
what's funny. I'm going to give him crap about this again. A lot of the movies that I have now is because he went, I'm getting rid of my movies. Here, take this. I'm
There
getting
was
rid of my
some
movies. Here,
that
take
also,
this.
And
And I go, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. He goes, no, I've got them all on a hard drive.
my hard drive died, along with a whole
I
bunch
don't
of other
believe
stuff.
in things like hard drives and clouds and things that are digital.
You're a physical media person.
I know,
Are
and
you
it's the
physical
not?
same thing.
media. I grew up
It's
a hoarder, so
The
you know.
same thing that's happened with my vinyl, where it was like, I got a huge. Oh, I need to show you some of the vinyl I picked up.
You need to quit making me jealous, is what you're just bragging at this
I
point.
actually, you know what?
Because I don't.
I'm going to right
Oh,
now.
I don't-
oh, look at this.
I
look
don't
at
have the
this.
money to keep up with you. I have a wife and
I
responsibilities.
can't even
and-
start a vinyl. I think I own like 4 vinyls. I can't start a vinyl collection. That's too much.
Well, it's buying a decent record player starting off with, making sure you've got a
Yeah.
decent platter, that you can play the stuff on. But then you, oh, what did you just get in?
That is a 1980
Boingo, boingo.
Boingo Boingo Dead Man's Party. Yes.
It's a dead man's party. Da, 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 da.
Such a good album too, man.
What did it cost you? Don't you tell me it was like $12 or something?
It wasn't $12. I paid.
40.
I didn't pay quite that much for it. It was somewhere. It's got some wear on. I mean, like the vinyl itself is fine.
Oh, they did Weird Science?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
So yeah, this is it's an 85 is when this came out. So yeah, Dead Man's Party and Weird Science are both on there.
You knew this was one of them I was looking
Weird
for.
Science.
You knew that.
I know.
And you're doing.
So I'm going to brag a little bit. So it's a.
Take this from me.
I am so angry right now.
Such a good album. One of them I've been looking for a while. And you know what's really funny is that I've found, like, because they did reissues of them, like, 180 gram. You would pay more for those
Yeah,
than you would
because
pay for this now. And I'm just like, that's crazy because they're out of print now.
Yeah.
And they're different colored vinyl.
That's
like there's
why.
one of them that's green, there's one of them that's orange, there's one of them. It's
I've
like,
seen them.
yeah.
I found the green one at one point, and the guy wanted $150
Yep.
for it. I'm like, why? It's a reissue.
Have you seen the reissue that Interscope is putting out of the Repo Man soundtrack?
No.
It's slime green. And I'm like, I'm okay. I've been looking for that soundtrack for a while now. Have you ever seen Repo Man?
The Genetic Opera?
No, not Repo the Genetic Opera. Repo
No,
Man.
I
Okay.
don't care.
Oh no.
Oh,
You
you
need
do.
to see
Man.
Repo Man.
You need
It's
to
from
see
1980s.
Repo Man.
Okay.
Oh, dude, it is.
But the Genetic Opera, though.
See, I didn't like it.
That's
that
my
much.
generation, and
I
I'm
know.
a theater kid at heart. Even though I wasn't a theater kid, I was a theater kid at heart, and that
You
ever seen Paris Hilton be an
lose her
actress?
face. Yeah, I know. And her face falls off. It's wonderful. That's the best part of that movie. Is
It's
Paris
great.
Hilton's face falls off. in
And
the
Bill
middle of it.
Mosby is in it.
Yeah, and Anthony Stewart Head.
And
no.
Giles, yes.
Okay.
It's just everything my little heart desired in
Yeah.
a gothic movie.
All right, I'm going to derail this and put us back on track.
Okay, sorry.
Evil Dead.
Okay.
Evil Dead.
Well, this all
1981.
kind of goes together because it's that whole schlock of Evil Dead that leads into all this other stuff, and I
Yeah.
love the fact that Evil Dead has lasted the way that it has.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
let's
Well,
be honest. Look. Let's be honest. And I know
it's-
Dave's going to hate hearing this, but it won't be long before we're talking about the 50th anniversary of this movie. And people are still. I mean, it's like
Well, it's the cultist like me who dug into this series so much and loved this series so much that
Yeah.
kept introducing it to new people to try to add to the cult of Evil Dead.
I did not
Yes.
see Evil Dead till I was in college. Okay.
Oh no.
But here's the thing: I knew about it because I had friends who kept talking about it. But now here's the thing: we were like high schoolers,
Yeah.
and my buddy Brandon, was like, "Have you seen Evil Dead?" Him Brandon, and John. That I used to. They were both older than me, but we hung out. Like we always ate lunch together and that kind of stuff. And I learned quite a bit about a lot of stuff from those guys. But it was one of those things that like they kept coming back to, oh, you gotta see Evil Dead, both of them. Like, you gotta see Evil Dead. And Brandon just always was like, no, there's this one scene with these trees.
Oh my
And I'm
God!
like,
let me tell you about the tree scene. When
And
I
he-
first saw Evil
Yeah.
Dead, I saw that and I was so shocked, but also like,
It unlocked something with Ariel.
nature. Hello.
But that was like the selling point. He kept like, oh, there's this scene with the trees.
So
So when I finally
crazy.
watched it, I was
It's
like,
so crazy.
why did he think this was so great? Like that scene.
That's
scene. I was
it's
just
a great
like,
scene. It's because it's trauma.
I
But
guess,
it's but because when have you seen that before?
I never
before
have.
that movie.
I know, and I'm
I
like,
don't think we've really seen it since.
It-
Well, it was in
even-
the second movie. Well, kind of, sort
Well,
of, not
it's
as much, but
kinda.
there
Not
was
as much,
there
yeah.
was
we'll get into that in the next
the trees
episode.
can't keep their hands to themselves. Okay.
But it was this weird like, okay, and I kept hearing about it, and I remember very vividly seeing commercials for Evil Dead 2
Yeah.
in '87 when it came out. And what was so great about it is that they didn't show, and we'll talk about it more when we do that episode, but the television spots that I remember seeing, because here's the thing, I always, this is the association in my head, is with wrestling, because I would record wrestling. At
Yeah.
that time, it wasn't like Monday Night Raw or anything. It was like it would come on in the weekends at different random times. They were all syndicated and stuff. And
Yeah.
so I would go back, and I kept seeing these commercials for the Evil Dead 2.
Okay.
And the commercials didn't say what it was. It would just put that poster up, like with the the
skull
with
with
the
the
eyes,
eyeballs.
And it
Yeah.
would just say Evil Dead 2, coming, blah blah blah. And I was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So that stuck with me over the years of that commercial of just like just that and nothing else. And so it had been in my life for a lot longer than it was in my life. Indirectly,
I
it
don't
was
know how
there,
long Evil
so-
Dead. I remember passing through, like on television, like switching the channels through cable, and the Evil Dead was on like AMC or like something that would be a late at night.
Right.
See, for us, that would have been USA Up All Night.
Or
Yeah,
USA
that's-
Up All
yeah,
Night. That's what
that's
it
true.
probably was.
Usually followed by The Toxic Avenger.
But that's how I first saw Evil Dead. And then I saw the full version of it when I saw the tree scene with my mom. And she, I guess, hoped that I didn't understand what was happening. Because, like, that was... Well, though my mom realizes that she probably exposed me to things at a younger age than she realized. Because I'm like, I saw House of 1,000 Corpses when I was, like, 12, 13, right?
Yeah.
She was like, no, you didn't. I'm like, what year did it come out?
Came out, what, in 04, 05, something, 03, 04?
And that would have
somewhere in
made
there.
me...
Yeah. 04, 05, somewhere around in there, yeah.
Yep.
No,
So,
let's see. Well, it was...
What year were you born?
1992.
She was born the same month I graduated high school.
I was born the same year that Korn established themselves. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
same month that I
Born the
graduated high
same
school.
year
she was
that
born.
Lion King came out. Anything that came out in 1992
Lion
was
King.
great.
Was Lion King
including
92 or
myself.
93? I thought Lion King was 93. Is
Nope, 92.
it 92?
Yep.
See, if I hadn't
You're going with you.
And The Little Mermaid was 89.
See, I would have
I do know
graduated.
that
Nothing
was
to do with
89.
me.
I know that was 89.
I would have
but it's-
graduated in 92 if I hadn't moved around so much and had credits lost because of it.
92 was such a great year.
93
Actually
was
was a
the
good
year
year.
I graduated. So, even though I'm older than that turd over there.
I also, another scene that, like, that's what I keep thinking about why I loved Evil Dead so much, other than the trees, was
Seriously?
the makeup of, what's her name? The sister, Cheryl, when she was in the basement.
Yeah.
The way they like made her makeup so like over dramatic, like doll like, but it was like also a zombie.
Yeah.
And like it's not like she was wearing doll makeup before that scene. It was just this is how we see
Right.
this possessed demon is this overdone doll, and that makeup right there is the inspo of like
I know
how I run things.
going back and watching this, I was like, man, Bruce Campbell went through a lot in this film.
Oh,
like
yeah.
physically,
Well,
went through a lot. I mean, like, I'm not talking about Ash. I'm talking about Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Went through a lot with the stuff. Like, you know,
I'm sure they did lots of experimenting too.
Because there's a scene both in the first one in Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 where he goes through the stairs,
Yeah.
and I'm like, the only way you do that
Is to do it.
is to do it, you know. And it's just like, and then even the guy Scott, remember he's getting pulled into the basement. I'm like, no. He's going into that basement upside down and backwards.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh no, that looks painful.
strenuous.
Well, I mean, he's
Yeah.
walking. Ash is walking down those stairs into the cellar, and the demon literally
Grabs him and pulls him through. I know.
reaches through the stairs, grabs his ankles, and jerks him through the
Right.
stairs, which were obviously smaller than his torso.
Yes, and I know that they did a lot of sped up film,
Yeah.
but I'm just like, that would still that hurt my back watching. Okay, is what it comes down to. 'Cause I was like, even doing that in slow motion, that means that you have to stay in that
Hey, it was a good
position
thing. He
for an
was young
extended
back
amount
then.
of time. And
Bruce
it's just
was
like,
young back then. He could take it.
Yeah.
He was in his 20s.
And it's funny how in the beginning of the movie, he's like almost the normal grown up
Yep.
male of the group.
Right.
And to see him descend into madness
Mm-hmm.
throughout the film, plus the amount of head trauma he takes in that movie,
Oh my goodness, I know.
which
know.
I think explains a lot throughout the whole series.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he you know, it might be one of those things where Ash Williams is not actually seeing all this stuff. He just has so much head trauma that he thinks that he's seeing all it, which actually is an episode of Ash versus the Evil Dead,
Yeah.
where it's like, no, you're
But-
you know, it's kind of like that episode of Buffy.
Oh, that's
You know,
exactly what I was
exactly,
thinking
yeah,
of.
exactly. Yeah,
Because by about halfway through the movie, you're wondering, okay, is he actually seeing this or is he not seeing this? Did he actually
I know.
kill demons or did he accidentally kill his friends?
right. Thinking
Because-
that they were demons.
because
Yeah,
of the one
exactly,
demon.
Exactly.
And it just gets worse over the years. And that's where you see him go from nice guy to the guy you get in Ash versus Evil Dead.
I love him in Ash versus the Evil Dead. I love that version of Ash.
And you kind of start to see those two sides trying to blend back in together in that series.
A little bit. So
I'm sold. I'll watch it.
you need to see it. Look, I had never seen it before. Like
I
about
just
a few
did.
weeks ago.
I didn't. There's so you know when things continue on like the Chucky series.
Right.
Yeah.
It was good at first,
Yeah.
and then it got real
By the time you get to the end of
dramatic.
Ash versus the Evil Dead, I could see it having potential for
Like storyboard wise, it's like okay.
yeah. By the time you get to the end, towards the end of the third season of Ash versus the Evil Dead, I was like, okay, this is starting to get a little
overstretched.
bit. And I think that if it had gone into a fourth season,
It would have been too much.
It would have been too much.
Okay.
But
It
It-
wrapped up pretty well though.
no, it ends
Oh.
like a true Evil Dead movie is supposed to end.
Okay.
Okay. Of like,
Okay.
really?
Okay.
That serious?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's how I
So,
felt
yeah.
at the end of Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like, what?
But
Well-
the
Okay.
thing about Ash versus Evil Dead is you get a lot of that original Evil Dead movie
Okay.
wrapped up with the kitsch and camp of Army of Darkness.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You get
Yes.
both sides of
Yes,
that
yes.
because there are some legitimately weird, creepy moments in Ash versus Evil Dead.
Okay.
And then there's full-on moments when I
It's
expected
a Looney Tunes cartoon. It's
where
just-
I
it really is.
I
It's
full on
just like-
expected Henry the Red to come riding over a hill at some point.
Yeah, there really is. Yes, and that was also one of the things going where I was like, yeah, Raimi loves a good Looney Tunes like live action Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
And it's just no ifs, ands, buts about it. Anything else you want to say about the original Evil Dead?
I love this movie.
Okay.
If you haven't seen it, please go see it. We need more Deadites in the cult.
Deadites. Oh,
Which
did
is-
we even mention that that's what the name of them are?
Well, but we don't learn that
Until
until
Army
the
of
end.
Darkness.
Actually,
Oh.
it's the very end of Evil Dead 2.
You're right.
I don't remember.
That's when we learn about the Deadites.
Yeah,
Okay?
but that's why I refer to the fans of the Evil Dead series. Is
Right.
I call us all Deadites.
So, going on our decor here, how many fornicating skeletons are you going to give this?
What?
Out of 5, how many out of 5 fornicating
I'm
skeletons
going
are we
back-
going to?
You need 2 12 feet skeletons to do that outside your house.
Yeah, there you go. That would be good.
I'm going back to our original. I give it 5 showbiz tokens.
Oh, okay.
Showbiz token.
We're gonna do
Showbiz.
Candy
Do-do-do-do.
corns for candy corn for
Do what?
Halloween, since we're not going to do candy corn.
No,
I think we should go with the fornicating skeletons personally. So it's like,
What are you even talking about? Well, we're talking about the skeletons on the table, but what
our
about
rating.
them?
It's
he's
our
talking
rating
about
system.
he's trying to come up with
what's
a new
our rating system? Is
Our
it
rating
Yeah.
system of
Okay.
how
yeah.
many?
how many fornicating skeletons?
Oh.
If we're gonna go with candy corn, I give it 5 candy corn and a pumpkin.
Okay.
I give it all 5 pumpkin. I love the pumpkins the
Okay.
most. Are we rating that because
the
pumpkins are the
better.
best?
They are the
Yes,
best.
Pumpkins
the
are the
pumpkins
best.
are the
Okay,
best.
5 pumpkin.
Okay.
I give it 5 candy corn pumpkins. We can do the candy corns. What are you talking
Okay.
about? Fornicating skeletons.
These
It's-
fornicating
and
skeletons
he's
right
such
here.
a man. Such a man.
Hey, tis
wouldn't
the
be
season.
you.
Tis the season.
I
Okay.
can't.
It's
I can't
like-
believe we've done this podcast for over 5 years now.
Yeah, we have.
Why do I keep coming back for this abuse? I just
Because
don't
we're
understand.
having a good time. That's
Sadism?
why. Yeah, you obviously have something awakened in you, and so it's,
Listen, don't judge,
hey,
man.
and no judgment here. Everybody's got their
no
thing.
judgment zone.
Everybody's got their kink. So
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
So I will. I'm going to
How
give
many
it.
pumpkins are you going to give this
I am
movie?
going to give it
Are you
3,
even going to give it a pumpkin?
3.5 pumpkins. It is well worth a watch. I do enjoy it, but it's not for everyone. How about that?
I disagree.
I disagree.
I disagree. It's for everyone, and everyone should watch it and join us in the cult classic. I mean,
enough.
just kids these days. I'm
Yeah, I
getting to
know.
an age.
Like kids these days. That's right.
We're gonna have to find a younger human to join us eventually.
Oh,
because I'm gonna
no,
get to
they're
an age.
They're already there. It's called Gen Alpha. We just got to wait for them to grow up enough to be able to.
have a conversation.
Yeah.
About Gen
That's
Z.
not
We're
about
completely
Rizzles.
skipping over Gen Z.
I've met some of Gen Z. I think it's a 50-50 shot there.
I've got somebody I might be able to get in here.
Because I'm getting to an age where I'm like, okay, listen, back in my day, effects makeup is so much better than what's it called? CGI.
CGI
I'm
is
not for the
terrible.
CGIs.
Practical effects.
But they're, being hip with the kids these days. They like the CGI and they don't understand puppeteering and FX makeup and stuff like that. So that's a different perspective.
Practical effects.
Practical effects always
Practical
look
effects
better.
So much.
Practical effects age better than anything.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I'm there with you.
And just
Okay.
the artistry of it.
So that is it for The Evil Dead. We are going to be back next time with Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2.
That's right. And
Boom.
there we go. So for the Project Gen X podcast, I'm Alan Smith.
I'm the other guy, Big Dave.
And I'm Ariel. Woo.
And we will see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.